Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot. Let's see where you and the person that you're connecting with are during this time frame. So these are my Capricorn energies right here. The person that you're connecting with. What's been happening in your relationship. Current status of your relationship. Wow, beautiful energy, my friend. Like right away, we got a Four of Wands and a King of Pentacles here. You know, you are a very great partner, or at least you have a potential to be a phenomenal partner in your relationship. You're committed, you are a provider. Even if you're not working, you are a giver in a relationship. You are definitely a catch, my friend. Like I see it so clear here. And you like your family. You like being in a relationship. You like being with this person that you're connecting with. You want to provide for them. You want to give them. And if you're not with this person, like if you're not married with this person, you're definitely considering to have something bigger, something better with this person for the years to come. Beautiful energy. And look, it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles and a Knight of Wands, exactly reinforcing what I felt right away. You want to be the provider, you want to be the giver, and you're not scared to be patient. You're not scared to put your work and effort into this relationship, and you're not even scared to sit and wait for the right time to either propose to this person or to progress with this relationship, or to even wait for whenever they are ready to be fully in this relationship. Beautiful energy. You're definitely here super committed, and you're definitely here trying to do the right thing by this person because you're really passionate about them. You really desire them a lot. Let's see where they're at this time frame. We got the Empress energy and the Six of Pentacles. They also want to have a family with you. They want to grow. They want to have something stable with you, that like they want to build some kind of like fruitful future with you. For some of you, they want to have children. They definitely are all about creating something out of nothing, which has to do with fertility and children. So for many of you, you might have that conversation about having a kid with this person, or really building something bigger and better with this person this week. However, they're a little hesitant. They're a little scared. They're a little too scared to give too much into this relationship for some reason. I'm not sure why. Or you might feel like they're taking advantage of you, or vice versa. They might feel like you require a lot to be given, and they just don't have it in them to give it to you the same way they think you want it. So there's definitely some hesitancy on their side, because they're not sure how much they should be giving into this relationship at this time. Yeah, so they got the Hermit here and the Star. Even though they might be pulling back a little bit, or it might feel like they're pulling back a little bit, they're still super hopeful, and they're super I feel like a lot of hope here, and they're very they believe that this relationship is the right relationship for them, or at least they want to be in the right relationship. They want to be in the right space. And I think that's where I felt that little hesitation here. They do want a family. They want to build something with someone, which I feel is you for many of you. But for others of you, maybe they're just not sure. They're just not sure whether you, the way you're coming out here, are the truth, are the real thing. The Temperance is what's been happening in your relationship recently. And you know, like temperance can be indicative of taking a pause, being patient, slowing down. So maybe you guys were having like a really passionate relationship. You were going out, you were doing things. And then all of a sudden life came up, right? And you had to take a step back. And maybe that's what is causing their hesitancy, because, you know, real life is not all about going out. Real life is not all about having fun. Real life is also taking care of chores, you know, going to work, making sure there's enough resources for things. And you've been all about resources here. So maybe you have been working a lot, and maybe you have been investing your energy in other areas of life that are equally as important as this relationship to you. And that's why they might feel a little hesitant, and they might feel a little insecure here. I don't know. But we got a Six of Wands here. We got a Six of Wands for the current state of the relationship. Definitely this relationship looks phenomenal on paper. Definitely when people look at the two of you, they look at somebody who they wish they could be in their relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Does it resonate? I do feel it for many of you that when you come out in public, everyone wants to be around you. Everyone wants to be you. Or they look at you, Capricorn, and they say, wow, like this person is a phenomenal match for you, or vice versa. You're such a phenomenal match for this person. They're so lucky. There's definitely some kind of envy from people around you because of this relationship and because of how it looks to the world, you know, when they're looking outside in. Great energy overall. I do feel a lot of great energy here. You guys are social butterflies for many of you. So let's see the possible outcome. Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, my favorite, my favorite card in the deck. Nine of Pentacles is the possible outcome. And it's all about being rewarded for your hard work. So you're going to be rewarded for all the hard work that you're putting into this relationship. And they will be rewarded for sticking by you and, you know, believing in this relationship and keeping faith. I love this energy, and the universe wants you to know that there's a phenomenal energy here, and there's a lot of right energies here as well. I absolutely love this reading, my dear Capricorn. I hope it clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful rest of your month of December here. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot. Let's see where your energies are and where the energies of the person that you're connecting with are. And what is the status of your relationship at this time? So these are my Aquarius energies right here. The energies of the person you're connecting with. Or what's been happening in your relationship and the current status of your relationship. So, my dear Aquarius, you're in the Fool and the Seven of Swords energy. You want to move to something. You want a new beginning. You're tired of the way things that have been happening in your life for quite some time, in your relationships. For some of you, you might feel like you've been taken advantage of, or you've been lied to, or you're the one who's been kind of like hiding little truths from your partner, from this person, this energy that you're connecting with. You know, like you could have been even hiding some truths from yourself as well. And now you're realizing that that's it. You don't want to live your life like that anymore. You don't want to live your life in lies. So you are having this kind of wisdom come over you during this time frame where you are realizing that It's not about pleasing this person that you're with. It's about pleasing yourself, and it's about being honest with yourself. Oh my God. So I pulled out cards to clarify, and these two cards came up right away. So we got the Hierophant and the King of Cups. Exactly that. Exactly what I'm feeling. Hierophant is all about morality and ethics, and you're realizing that there's something amiss in the relationship. Again, I was feeling the energy of either them hiding a little something from you and you figuring it out, or you hiding something from them or even yourself. Like, you know, sometimes we want to appear better than what we are to the people around us, especially people who we love and care for. And this is what the universe is telling you, that you are realizing underneath it all that it's time to be honest with yourself, and it's time to be honest with the people who are closest to you. Whether they like it or not, you are surely... I don't want to say that you don't care anymore, but you're starting to move away from trying to be a people pleaser and please everyone. And you are moving towards being more sincere and more genuine with your own self. Great energy. I love it. And look at them. They're in the Seven of Wands and the Moon energy. So they might have been a little too defensive. They may have been a little too manipulating. And that's where I was feeling that energy before of little lies and deceit. For some of you, they may have been trying to suppress who they are or hide who they are from you because they are too scared to be revealed. Or they're not sure. They're just not sure of, you know, where they stand with things. You know, the Moon energy is here, which is the energy of confusion. This is the energy of like the difficulty of accepting things, difficulty of seeing things clearly. So there's energy of fickleness, and maybe for some of you that's where the lies are coming from, they're stemming from. You know, lies are not necessarily just not telling the truth. Lies could also be seeing the hypocrisy in a situation, right? If they are telling you one thing one day and then the next day they're telling you something completely different and you call them out on it and they're acting all defensive about it and they're trying to kind of gaslight you or manipulate you into believing something else, it definitely will create this energy where you're at right now, where you just kind of want to disassociate from this a little bit and concentrate on you, opposed to giving into this energy of trickery and energy of like this manipulation. Let's clarify this a little more. Definitely tough energy, and whatever is happening, it's like there's 2 sevens on both sides, so there's definitely some kind of hidden energies that are trying to resurface on both sides, and both of you are trying to suppress those energies on some level, but they're still coming out. They're just manifesting themselves slightly differently, where you disassociating yourself while they are being very fickle and, you know, constantly changing their mind. So the Four of Wands came out as a clarify, and we got an Ace of Swords. Definitely they want to have a home with you. They want to have a stable foundation. They want to have a stable relationship. And maybe, you know, like sometimes when you want something really, really bad, like having a good relationship, having a good wanting to be loved, right? Like wanting to be accepted in the relationship, which they really want, and they want it from you. They really want to be accepted and loved by you. Sometimes people make poor choices and they start trying to appear how we would like them, or we start acting in the way that we think the other person would like, as that we think the other person would like us better. Does it make sense? But in reality, it creates deception of some kind. So for some of you, they really care about you a lot, and they really love you a lot, and they really want to build this happy family card. Like the Four of Wands is a card of marriage, card of commitment, card of domestic happiness. Like they're really all about it, and they really, really want it. But they could be insecure about certain things in their lives, or insecure about certain aspects of who they are, their personality, that by trying to cover it up so much, they're creating issues, and they're creating deception and friction in the relationship. We got a Knight of Cups as the recent energy of what has been happening in the relationship. And you know, it's like all about following your heart. And I'm picking up more of your energy here, where you are trying to follow your heart a lot. Like that's why you're pulling back, because you want to be honest with yourself. You want to be true with yourself. And you really want to have an authentic connection with somebody here. And right now, your relationship is in the Three of Wands energy, which is, you know, you are looking ahead for sure. Like both of you are looking ahead. You're trying to figure out, how is this relationship going to progress? You're trying to understand, how are you going to grow together, whether you are going to grow together, where this is the right thing for you. This is all about the long commitment. Three of Wands is the card of a long commitment. And both of you want to be in this. Both of you want to build on the foundation that you already have. And both of you want to be together for a really, 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 really long time. So I like seeing that a lot. Because those individual issues can be worked out. We all have baggage of some kind, and we all have a lot of things to work on. However, having the strong desire of building something with somebody and seeing this as a long-term relationship is beautiful energy. Ace of Cups. Woohoo! Woohoo! Ace of Cups is the potential outcome here. This is what the universe wants you to know. The new feelings are available for you. This new energy that you were desiring here so hard with the Fool card is available for you, and it's coming your way. And whatever you're doing right now is the right thing to do. Do take care of yourself. Do remember to take care of your needs, and do stay authentic to yourself, because in the end of the day, we change and things change, other people change. However, we have to live with ourselves first before we live with anybody else. So continue with this Knight of Cups energy of following your heart, and you will have this new beginning available to you in your emotional space. Because once you're gonna let go of trying to please anybody or adhere to anybody else's rules, you will have this boulder lifted off your shoulders, and this new energy will just flow in. And you know, this is all about love, all about, this is beautiful energy. This is just not any kind of energy. This is energy of release, energy of beautiful feelings coming in, and positive emotions surrounding you. I love this energy, but dear Aquarius, I hope this clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful rest of your December. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. And this is your mid-December love reading. We're going to see where your energies are at. We will check where the person that you're connecting is at. See what's been happening in your relationship, where you currently are in your relationship, and the possible outcome for the way things as they are right now. So let's see your energy, my dear Pisces. Energy of the person you're connecting with. What's been happening, current state. My dear Pisces, you're in a Six of Pentacles on the Magician energy. I like it because you want to have an equal relationship with the person that you're connecting with. You want to have an equal give and take in this relationship. You want to make sure that your needs are taken care of as much as you're taking care of the other person's needs. And I like that. I really do see that you are trying to maintain this balance within the relationship where not only are you giving into it, but you're also receiving from it. Because it is important, you know, like even though we have to give in relationships without expecting anything back, but if we only give and nothing is being given back to us, what kind of a relationship is it, right? There has to be a balance between how much you receive versus how much you get out of the relationship. You cannot be a bottomless well of resources for somebody else, right? Like you got to leave some resources for yourself as well. If they're not replenishing your chalice either, then it's a little bit of a tough situation to be in. Yeah, and look at you. It's all about the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess energy here. You definitely are a committed individual. At least you are committed to this person for the time being. You're realizing that they are a significant person in your life. Whoever it is that you're connecting with, they are like a karmic connection almost. Like they are meant to be in your life, or at least that's what the universe wants you to understand. This person that you're connecting with is meant to be here. If you're feeling there's some kind of a misbalance in the relationship, that this relationship is teaching you something about you and how you perceive relationships. Maybe you've been a giver your whole life. Maybe you've been raised to believe that giving is the right thing to do, and now you're finally realizing that sometimes you also need to get, right? Sometimes you also need a little help. Sometimes you also need a little love. Like you also need that hug, that kiss, that support of some kind. And the universe is pushing you right now in this time to really analyze, where are you within this relationship? Are you getting what you need? Are your needs being met? So definitely a big life lesson, definitely a big learning lesson, but a lot of positive energies here, because I don't feel like you would pull back from giving. Does it make sense? Like I do feel like for many of you, this relationship does provide a lot of comfort and does provide a lot of reassurance and emotional need, like satisfies emotional needs. But let's open up the cards a little more. Yeah, they're in Hermit and the Queen of Wands energy here, and that's why you're feeling this imbalance of energy, because they've been a little reserved slightly for whatever reason, but they're very passionate. Look at this. They got the Queen of Wands energy. First of all, that's like the most sexual card on the whole deck. So they're all about you, my dear friend. They want you. They are glorifying you. Well, at least that's what they're desiring. Right now, they desire a lot of passion to be exuded from them in some type of way. So they are either whining and dining you, having little dates with you, or that's what they really want to do, but because of the Hermit energy here, they might want to do all of these things, but they're not voicing them aloud for some reason. I don't know. Let's see what else the universe says. They definitely want to have a very romantic situation with you. The King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, this makes total sense. So this King of Swords is preventing them from exhibiting this love and passion towards you the way that you both desire. That's why you feel like maybe you are giving a little too much into this relationship and you're not getting enough back. They're overthinking the whole situation. They're too scared to be vulnerable here. The King of Swords is about putting their, your head over your heart. It's all about thinking, rationalizing, thinking about things some more, overthinking. And what happens when we overthink? It completely makes most people paralyzed to act in any way. So all this person is doing is thinking and thinking and thinking, yet they're not acting on their desires during this time frame, and therefore it's making you feel like you're not getting enough, and therefore it's teaching you that lesson to really evaluate how much are you getting in the relationship versus how much are you giving. How much are you giving to yourself? So I almost feel like the energy here, the universe wants you to understand that you also got to take care of yourself. Your needs need to be prioritized. You cannot be prioritizing the other person's needs. And I love that the Page of Cups is here as well, because it is the energy of being a romantic, like having like really light feelings, and the energy of a new cycle. And they need a new cycle to come in here. I feel like they're working really hard to stop overthinking everything. And I feel like they're working really hard to allow themselves to get into a much easier, much lighter energy to really give to you the way they want to give this relationship to you, like the way they desire it. Does it make sense? They want to wine and dine you. They want to love you. They really, really do. But they got to get over this hurdle, and they got to stop overthinking here. So yeah, this relationship has been a strong foundation, a definitely beautiful energy here of, enjoying each other, living in luxury of some kind, or giving each other luxurious gifts, going out to eat, like doing extravagant things. And extravagance can be different things for different people, right? But doing exciting stuff. Definitely this energy is here, and I like it. I like it a lot. Also a little bit of impulsive energy, impulsive energy to enjoy. Maybe you guys been overspending even a little bit, like living outside of your means, just to kind of get that excitement in your relationship. And maybe that's where their head over heart energy is coming through, is because they might be a little bit insecure about their financial standing, or they might be a little insecure in feeling like they might not be able to provide for you this exciting and this luxurious life as the time goes forward. I don't know. I didn't pick up on like financial energy much on their side or worrying about it. However, it doesn't mean that it's not there. And the current state, I apologize, is the Six of Cups. Yeah. Six of Cups is the energy of healing. So as I was feeling before and saying it to you before, you've been reevaluating what is your place in the relationship. So you're really learning from this relationship what is okay and what is not okay, because you've been taught to give and be a giver, and being an unconditional giver for many of you, like being a pleaser. And now you're realizing that sometimes you gotta please yourself first. Sometimes you cannot be pleasing everyone around you nonstop when they're not exactly pleasing you during this time frame, if that makes sense. Definitely energy of healing is coming your way, or is happening to you right now. These energies and time frames are a little fickle, but the energy of healing is definitely available to you. Queen of Pentacles for the possible outcome of this relationship. What the universe wants you to know is practicality has to be put forth. And when I saw the Nine of Pentacles here, and the way it felt to me like there might have been time, you might have experienced a time of overspending and engaging in impulsive buys and impulsive going out, impulsive money spending. What the universe wants you to know is you got to remember to be practical. And not only does it come to money, it comes to your emotional space as well. Being practical means being resourceful with what you have, and that applies to your time and energy as well. If you've been spending too much, definitely got to reevaluate that whole situation slightly and see what you should and should not be spending your money on. If you've been giving too much, then you got to be practical. You know, you got to understand that you got to give yourself some energy back as well, because you cannot be giving it to everyone around you without taking care of yourself, like doing everything for everyone else but forgetting to do the basic simple things for you. That applies to time as well. If you've been giving your time and being way too available for this person you're connecting with, it's time to reshuffle that and get back to your calendar, get back to your activities, and make sure that you're prioritizing your activities just as much as you are prioritizing them. Does it make sense? So if you have a plan with a friend, don't just cancel your plan because they become available all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Good energy, a lot of healing and growth here, and I like it. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Pisces. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful rest of your December. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot. Let's see where you are and the person you're connecting with at during this time frame. Here's my Aries energies right here. And let's see the energies of the person you're connecting with. What's been happening in your relationship and your current state of the relationship? King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. My dear Aries, you've been having money on your mind hard. You've been working very, very, very hard to ensure prosperity, security, and abundance for your family, for yourself, to continue the lifestyle that you're leading or to build the lifestyle that you want to build. Very nice. A lot of hard work is here. Some of you may have started a college course or some kind of a certification program, and to ensure that you are going to be financially more secure in the future. Others of you could have just, been looking for jobs or started a brand new job recently. Or you are trying to figure out how to make more money to be more financially stable and financially independent. Yeah, we got a Five of Pentacles here and a Nine of Cups. You want happiness, you want emotional stability, emotional satisfaction, and you want to make sure that you can provide or be a equal partner in your relationship in some way. And that's why you've been putting all this work in, because you've been feeling insecure about your financial situation. You've been insecure about how much money you have in the bank. You've been insecure and really scared about potential future of what life holds ahead of you. If you're not making these changes now, like, how are you going to live your life later on? Could have been a big question for many of you, my dear friends. Let's see what the person you're connecting with at. Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So for some of you, you may be connecting, and I feel two very distinct energies here. For some of you, you may be connecting to a person who's very ambitious, who is working hard, and who's trying to expand themselves and build themselves up. And that's why it's kind of inspiring you to do better for you, because you understand that it's important in life to have that financial stability. So if you are with a person who is trying to build themselves up, who are very, very ambitious and diligent and committed to their cause, obviously it's going to motivate you to do better. For others of you, you could be connecting to a person who likes to spend a lot, who likes a lavish lifestyle, who is not really good with money, who is a bit of an overspender because they want to appear to be they want to appear to be a certain way in front of the family and friends and their colleagues. They could be the person who's buying expensive stuff. They can be the person who's spending money on things that are not really a necessity. Like when they're buying, if they, like this is the type of a person who instead of buying a car they can afford, they're gonna go ahead and buy a car or lease a car that's a lot more expensive, and that's gonna strain their financial budget just to appear more wealthy to their friends and family. I don't know, let's pull more cards out because they're very two different energies that I feel here. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Oh, I see. So the energy that I'm picking up strongly here, again, this is a general reading. This could be a person who's really also stingy with money as it comes to this relationship, my friend. They could be the person who are very frugal. And let's say you have your needs. Like you need, let's say, I don't know, maybe you want to buy a new, I have an image of a table, like a dining room table, and like, it's not a curtain, what is this thing called, like a tablecloth. So maybe you want to buy a new tablecloth, new plates, new forks, or whatever, like a centerpiece for the holidays, right? We're in the holiday season right now, and they're telling you, no, we can't do it. Meanwhile, they go to the store and they buy a new pair of shoes for themselves, a new shirt, new pair of jeans, just to have a brand new outfit, which they do not need for some kind of an event, for some kind of a party, right? Like you could be connecting with somebody like that as well, who's very stingy as it pertains to this connection, yet they're very lavish when it comes to them. So there's this unequal give and take. And of course, that's going to give you that Five of Pentacles energy where you might feel like you need, like your needs are not being met and you are insecure about not having your needs met, which is pushing you to be better for you. Eight of Cups. So you've been a little bit distant in this relationship recently. There's been a bit of a disconnect where you won't understand that it's not working for you. For many of you, you may have literally walked away from this relationship, or they may have walked away from you in this relationship, or you could be just disassociating yourself from relationship where you're not putting as much energy into it and you're not putting as much effort into it because you're realizing that they're way too stingy with their resources for you, yet they are very eager and very willing to spend whatever is it that you have, whether money or other resources. So you might feel like you've been taken for granted by this person, and there has been unequal give and take here, and it's definitely giving you a lot of insecurity sense. For some of you, you could have literally separated and now you are on your own. You may have moved out, or you're in the process of moving out, and that's why you are trying to build up your financial stability here. Or you feel like that's potentially might happen. You want to leave this person, get a divorce or something else. I don't know. Only you will know. Eight of Pentacles is the current state of the relationship here, which tells me that, yes, you've been working your butt off. You've been trying to build things for yourself, for your family, if you have kids, for your kids, to create a much more stable living situation. The sense of stability that you desire really comes off very strongly through this reading. However your relationship is, you are the only person who knows the details. What I'm picking up strongly though is that you're gonna fight for your financial stability and your financial well-being. Also, we have two eights here right in the middle, telling me that you want something to finish up. Like you don't want things to continue the way that they've been. You want to change. Like you're open for a change and you're not scared to work hard to achieve this change. Let's see. Possible outcome. 8 of what? Another 8. Oh my God, we got 3 8s here. We got an 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and an 8 of Wands. You know, it's going to change quickly, my dear friend. Change is coming. The cycle is going to complete itself for sure. Just stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. Universe wants you to act quickly though. If you see an opportunity, do jump on it. Don't think about it too much. Yes, the Mercury retrograde is about to happen, so check the dates. You should not start anything brand new or commit to anything brand new during the period of the Mercury retrograde. But do look for opportunities. Do look for what's available for you out there. Look for open doors. And if there is an open door available to you, which I believe there are plenty of open doors, do explore it, you know. Even if you don't commit to it during this time frame, which you probably shouldn't do due to Mercury retrograde, do explore it. See what potential outcomes could be. See how much it might cost you. See where you might go. Like, start working on your resume again. You know, there's so many different things that you can be doing during this time frame to build yourself up. Wow, great energy, a lot of independence, and I love how this cycle is about to be over for you, my friend. You're working hard to complete this cycle. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Aries. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful rest of the month of December, my friend. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot reading. Let's see where you are at and where the person that you're connecting with at for this time frame. So these are going to be your energies, my dear Taurus. Energies of the person you're connecting with. Recent incidents in your relationship, like what's been happening in your relationship, current state of your relationship. Okay, we got 10 of Wands and 7 of Swords. You feel like you've been burdened by this relationship. You feel like this whole relationship has potentially been a lie, or at least this is not how you envision a beautiful relationship to be. You feel like you may be stuck here for now. You might feel disappointed, but I do also feel that because of all the burdens of you've also persevered through a lot of issues. You've been pushing yourself through. You've been pushing yourself and pushing yourself. And now you're finally on the brim of enjoying your accomplishment, if that makes sense. I do feel like you've had some serious realization as they pertain to this relationship, like recently, or you're having them right now, because you want happiness. You have a Queen of Cups and a Four of Wands here. You want a happy family. You want to have a happy marriage, happy connection with somebody. You want to be able to share your feelings. You want to listen to their feelings. You want to have an equal give and take in a relationship. You definitely want to be comforted. It feels like you haven't had any comfort. You want compassion, which I feel like you haven't had in a while. You want to have this calm, mutual, loving relationship. And that's why the Seven of Swords is here. This is what you want, but I feel like for many of you, this is not what you're currently experiencing with this relationship. Instead, you are feeling like this relationship has been a burden to you. And even though these burdens have made you grow, even though these burdens have allowed you to live your life in a different way, like by different way, I mean like it allowed you to see the world in different way, experience things that you wouldn't have experienced without this person. It still feels to you like you've been gypped out of something, like you've been gypped out of love. Does it make sense? And look at this. They're in Temperance and a Four of Swords energy. For many of you, this person who's pulled back from the relationship. For many of you, this person has been kind of pulling back and really healing through their issues. And they haven't been sharing with you much of what's been going through in their life. Again, this is a general reading, so this energy I'm picking up, you will know if this is the person. If they have been pulled back, if they haven't been sharing those emotions, those beautiful feelings that you want to experience in your relationship, for many of you, they've been healing themselves. So we got 2 cards indicative of rest and healing. They're trying to be more stable for themselves, and they're just not. They're trying to be more balanced for themselves, and I feel like they're just not there yet, but they're going through this healing phase. They're trying to be better, or at least they're realizing that they need to be better, and they're just not. Whether they want to do it for you or for themselves, I'm not sure. I do feel like they want to do it for them first, but I don't know. We got an Ace of Wands as a clarify here. And a Six of Wands. They want to have an ease of mind, you know. There's been something in their lives where they've been living up to the expectations of others. They've been doing things to be successful in the eyes of others. They've been buying things to, you know, to be acknowledged by others. They've been accomplishing things just so they can get compliments from people around them, and it's tiring them out. Underneath it all, they're realizing, whether they're doing anything about it or not, I don't know. You know, for some of you, they may be. For some of you, they may not gotten there yet. But they are realizing that they don't want to live their life like that anymore, because they want ease of mind, which they cannot achieve if they're doing things to satisfy people around them. So the Queen of Pentacles is this energy that's been driving this relationship. This is what's been happening in the recent past in this relationship, where both of you, I feel like, are creatures of comfort, right? Like both of you want to have financial stability. Both of you really look up to that financial stability as the ultimate goal in your lives, because without the financial stability, you feel like you cannot have the calm and the peace that you're seeking. And them as well, without the financial stability, they feel like they cannot show their face in public, almost like they're nothing without things that they have. It sounds very harsh, and obviously this doesn't apply to everybody, but for some of you, you do hold your financial success over everything else in this relationship, and that's why right now you're in this Five of Cups energy. Maybe because they're not producing as much money anymore, or maybe because you're finally realizing the money is not everything. It's causing you to see the negatives in the relationship. It's causing you to feel like you're not getting what you want out of this relationship. Like the energy that I was feeling before, like you're not getting the comfort, you're not getting the compassion out of this relationship, because all they're doing is just providing you the financial stability, yet they're not giving you the love that you're seeking. Doesn't make sense? But yet they're trying to work on it though, or at least they're acknowledging it now that things got to change a little bit. But it still is maybe creating some, like some energy of loss in the relationship, or energy of just kind of sadness, like not having enough energy, but not having enough, not in a financial aspect, but not having enough, like friends, love, emotional support. Well, the universe wants you to know that the Knight of Cups is here for you as a possible outcome. You gotta follow your heart, my dear friend. You know, you gotta follow your heart. If you feel like you're not getting those emotional, comforting and calming energies from this relationship, then you gotta acknowledge it, my friend. You gotta figure out for yourself what is important to you. If this person is only giving you financial stability, but they're not giving you other pieces that you find important, you gotta, you gotta acknowledge it. You gotta be honest with yourself and understand that if that's not it, then that's not it. However, I also want to tell you that right now you might feel this way, like this emotional sadness over not having something in the relationship, but it doesn't mean that you have to act right now, or like leave a relationship, or like have that profound conversation within the relationship. The universe does want you to take action in seeking to understand what is it that your heart desires. Make that checklist, the pros and the cons in a relationship. Have that honest conversation with yourself, because you might realize that this relationship is giving you things that you would not be able to experience under any other circumstances, I don't know. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Definitely confusing energy, and I feel the profound sadness in your heart as well here, my friend, for many of you. Thankfully, these energies come and go. They only make us stronger. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful rest of your December, my friend. Hello, my Gemini. Welcome. This is your mid-December love reading to see where your energies are, where the person you're connecting with is, and to see what is the status of your relationship. Let's pull out some cards for your energy. It's my Gemini energy right here. And here's the energy of the person you're connecting with. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and current state of the relationship. Let's see. We got 5 of Swords and the 2 of Wands here for you, my dear friend. You've been working really hard on everything, it seems like. You've been having a lot of projects, and you've been choosing to look at everything from a lighter perspective, where no matter how hard things are getting, no matter how many things are being thrown your way, no matter how much baggage you're carrying, you are able to work it through, and you're able to choose to look at the brighter side of things, or at least you have an option to. For example, some of you could have just been super nice in your relationship, buying your partner flowers, giving him compliments, and just not getting enough response back, right? But you're choosing not to get discouraged. You're choosing to push forward, and you're choosing to pick love and pick kindness and pick the beautiful energies over the energies that could create potential conflict and just kind of like defiant energy that 5 of Swords can bring into play here. Yeah, the Sun and the High Priestess. You definitely know on a deeper level that the harmony is the most beneficial thing for you during this time frame. You're seeking that joy. You're seeking that positivity. So no matter how annoying things get, no matter how annoyed you get, no matter how many obstacles are coming your way within the relationship and outside of the relationships, you are choosing to find positive in everything that comes your way, or at least that's what the universe is calling you to do. Choose to find positive, because all these little hurdles will be coming your way during this time frame. And especially with the Mercury going retrograde, yeah, there's always something. And they're in a King of Cups and the Emperor energy. Very strong energy here. They're definitely somebody who is a little bit in their own world. And there's somebody who's very stable and somebody who exudes maturity and somebody who is exudes a sense of control. However, I do feel like even though this is the person who's usually in control, this is the person who's usually able to figure out structure in their life, right now they're slightly detached and they are making certain decisions in their personal life that are a little too hurried. So they're rushing into situations without thinking them through. And let's see what else we can pull here. 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, so they want inner happiness and they want inner fulfillment and they want it with you for sure. Like they see that in this connection, like this happiness, that, you know, the joy that the family dynamic brings, they definitely see that in this connection 100%. But they're also slightly detached. Like I got the detached energy twice here with the King of Cups and the 8 of Cups here. They're detached because they're not in full control during this time frame. They're not themselves, or at least they're feeling like they're not as strong as they used to be. And they're missing that, and it's making them a little possibly depressed or withdrawn or something there. Let's see what's been happening in the recent past. Ooh, the High Priestess again here for your relationship. Definitely for both of you on individual level. There's been a huge shift in your perspective. There's been an unconscious shift within the relationship as well, as you are trying to gain this control of your life and as they're trying to gain control of their life. You are definitely kind of finding more love, more trust, and more security within the relationship, and that's what's been happening. Let's see where you are right now. The death card is here, which is beautiful because both of you are starting to let go of all of the things that were hindering your process. So if there were arguments before about things that are not important, though those arguments have been suppressed on both sides. If there were issues that needed to be addressed, you're finally either addressing the issues or you're just burying those issues and going past them, not to kind of stir any negativity within the relationship. There's change. There's definitely change. And we got two. We got multiple cards here that are indicative of change. We got the 5 here, we got the 10 here, we got the death card here. All of those cards are indicative of change. A lot of change is happening for you within this relationship, and it all seems like it's happening for the better. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, possible outcome. And the advice from the universe, possible outcome. Here's the 10 of Pentacles. This is the family card. This is the ultimate card in a deck that is indicative of a happy, happy, happy home. It's very wealthy home, full of resources, whether it's money, whether it's love, like whatever it is, it's full of it. I love it. And it's another 10, another card that shows that the new cycle is about to begin. I love this reading. I hope it clarified a couple of things for you. Do like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful mid-December here. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot reading. We're going to check your energies, the energies of the person you're connecting with, and we will see where is your relationship at during this time frame. So let's start with your energies, my dear Cancer. and energies of the person that you're connecting with. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and current state of the relationship. Okay, so you have the Fool and the Five of Wands energy. And it's definitely the energy of wanting change, wanting a new, fresh beginning, and wanting to push yourself and be better than you were yesterday. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. You definitely want to make your commitment stronger. You want to have a much better connection with your loved one. Sometimes, unfortunately, this Five of Wands energy could come out a little aggressive, where you might bring up something to your partner. You might tell them, you know what, why don't we, integrate a date night like once a month? And they might kind of take it with a little bit of defensiveness there for a second. However, if you do have this conversation, if you do come up with a compromise, it will allow you to grow, and it will allow you to start a new cycle that you so desire to start here. Knight of Wands and a Queen of Wands. Wow. So you want change, as I felt strongly here. You want a different beginning. You want more excitement in your relationship, but you're not sure how to approach it. And as I said before, sometimes when you bring certain things up in a conversation out of the blue, the person that you're connecting with might take it a little as a what's the word, like instead of taking it for true value what you're saying it, they might take a little bit of offense to it because of their own insecurity and whatnot. And look at this, but you got the Queen of Wands here as well, which is all about courage, all about determination. This is incredibly passionate energy that you're coming in through with. Like, you want love, you want this hot, beautiful, amazing, mind-blowing relationship, and you have ideas of how to change it, and you will have courage to bring it up in a conversation. Let's see where they're at. Yeah, they're in a Five of Swords and a Queen. Oh my God, they're also in a Queen of Wands energy. Woo! So they want the same thing as you, my friend. They literally want the same thing. They want passion. They want some hot love with you, my friend. For most of you, it's with you, or that's what they want in general. They just want hot love and sexy time. Beautiful energy, but they are in that Five of Swords energy, where they want the change in the relationship as well. However, the way it might come out is not the way that you can take lightly. I mean, it just could come out as an argument, but both of you in that Five energy, both of you want transformation, both of you want change, and both of you are slightly insecure about how to approach this conversation and what to do about it and how to do it. Yeah, Strength and another Five, and a Five of Cups. They're very courageous, and they're very strong, and they're very brave, but they're in a Five of Cups energy, so they also feel like something is missing, something is not there, and they might feel like anytime you bring up that you want to have a date night, and anytime that you bring up that you want to spend more time together, they might feel like they're not good enough for you almost. They might feel like they're not able to give everything that you're looking for, especially if they work a lot, especially if they have other commitments, especially if they're just a busy person. Sometimes it's hard to, balance your time effectively, and I feel like that's where they're at right now. They're unable to balance their time effectively. They're not able to balance their resources effectively. So they want this change. They want this hot, passionate relationship with you, for most of you, and I feel it strongly. but they just don't know how to do it. And anytime you tell them, I want a date night, they just become defensive because of their own insecurity. Another Wands, we got a Page of Wands. But your relationship has been exciting for most of you. You've been exploring things together. You've been doing things together. So this desire for excitement, for action and adventure in the relationship is not new. So maybe some of you are desiring right now for the relationship to go back how it used to be. You know, especially when you're with somebody for a long time, things change, right? Priorities change. When you're younger, when you have less responsibilities, you're able to spend more time together. You're able to do spontaneous things. But then when you are more mature, you have more responsibilities, possibly kids, you can't just pick up and go. You can't just be all about adventure. You have to be about real life. Yeah, and we're in the Nine of Cups here. Beautiful. So you still are very satisfied with this relationship on both sides. You still find emotional stability within this connection on both sides. You do not want to lose this connection on either side. As much as you want them, they want you just as much. We got the Queen of Wands on both sides here. Let's look at the possible outcome here and advice from the universe. You know, it's all about the insecurities. Five of Pentacles is all about insecurities. It's all about not being enough, not having enough. So, and it's also a card of knowing that as long as you work together, as long as you push through here, you will be able to walk into a new kind of situation. It's another five. And as I said, five is all about transformation, is all about change. We got a Five of Wands, we got a Five of Pentacles, we got a Five of Cups, and we got a Five of Swords. We got all fives here. This relationship is changing and it's progressing. The beauty of this card, of the Five of Pentacles, they are in front of the church, and obviously these two characters on the card, they're like sick and they're cold, there's snow out. They're not really looking like they're in the best place. However, the entrance into this building is like right here, literally right around the corner. So what the universe wants you to know is that give it a little time, give it a little patience, and continue being as understanding and compassionate as you possibly can within this connection, to also allow your partner know that you're not nitpicking, you know, you're just trying to come up with suggestions of how to make your relationship bigger and stronger. Also listen to their side as well. See, you know, where they're at and see what their ideas are. So you can work together on it to move into the better direction together. Great energy, lots of growth here for both of you. I like it. I hope this video clarified a couple of things. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful mid-December, my friend. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot reading. Let's see where you're currently at energetically and where the person you're connecting with at. And I will also look at the state of your relationship. Start with your energies, my friend. This is my Leo energy right here. The person you're connecting with is right here. Let's see what's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and the current state of your relationship. So you are in a Justice and a Three of Wands energy, which is great energy. You're trying to be fair within your relationship because you understand how much this relationship means to you. You're looking ahead and you're looking at your long-term commitment here to this person you're connecting with, and you're trying to be fair towards their needs and also be fair to your own needs as they are as they are within this relationship. And I really like it a lot. For many of you, you understand that this harmony is essential for a beautiful and wonderful relationship. And that's why you're willing to put effort into it, to maintain this harmonious balance between your needs, their needs, and what you think is right, what you think is just needed within the relationship. There's a lot of compromise that I'm feeling here. And look at this. We got the Page of Cups and we got a Queen of Swords. Beautiful energy, because it's a very happy energy. It's a very adult kind of energy here. You understanding that in order to be happy, you sometimes have to be a little rational and a little clear-minded. You have to put your emotions aside, and you have to really deliberately go out of your way to put the positivity, to put the good into the relationship. That's why we got the Judgment, the Justice card here, as well as the Queen of Swords card here. It's a very clear-minded energy where the only way to achieve fairness is by being fair within the relationship. Let's see where they're at. They're in the Emperor energy and the Page of Pentacles energy. Very interesting energy, also very strong energy here. They want to be in control. They really do want to be in control during this time frame. They're very ambitious and they have very strong desires to accomplish something. I'm not sure what it is, but they're definitely stuck on getting some things done. And they're getting them done too. Let's get some clarifying cards. Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. It's exactly what I was feeling. They are getting things done. They're very much resilient and they're always pushing through no matter what. And they're doing it for the sake of the family. They're doing it for the sake of this partnership. No wonder you want to be fair towards them. No wonder you want to be kind and loving and giving towards them. Is because they do everything for you. They do so much here for you. No matter what, they're there. No matter what, they are your rock. No matter what, they show you their love. Four of Wands is of the energy of where your relationship has been in the recent past. It's been all about your home situation. It's been all about your family. It's been all about getting married, moving in together, creating a family, getting a dog, getting a cat, getting a kid, like whatever it is. It's been all about building something together to create a really, really, really good and strong family here. I love it. And right now you're in a Seven of Swords energy. So both of you are giving a lot and compromising a lot to sustain this happiness within your relationship. And you're just going through the period right now where you understand that you have to give a little more. You have to be a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more caring, if that's not how you usually are, just to keep it fair, just to keep this relationship fair. However, you know, the Seven of Swords is also indicating that there's a lot of burdens within this relationship that do not belong here. So maybe you or this person you're connecting with are carrying burdens that should not be yours. For example, maybe they want to take care of the extended family, and that's a burden that you guys have to carry together because you're in a partnership, yet you don't understand why you need to take care of some distant relative who you haven't seen or they haven't seen in the last 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? The Seven of Swords card is all about carrying these swords here that are not yours to carry in the first place, and they're sharp and they're not covered. I do feel it strongly here as the energy of a burden of somebody, like somebody else's burden that you need to let go as a couple. You're not responsible for somebody else or for somebody else's actions here. Yet, as a couple, I feel like you're taking care of somebody. I don't know who it is. And you feel like you need to do it because they, the person you're connecting with, believe that this is the right thing to do. Death. Death card is here. Change needs to happen. You got to let go of things that are not working for you. You got to let go of relatives who are not good to you. You got to let go of anyone who is not positive in your life. You got to let go of things that are, suppressing your growth. You got to release all of those old ideas, all of those old... what is it called, like beliefs that are not really helping you. And both of you will benefit from releasing from this energy for sure. Interesting reading. Definitely this is a general Leo reading. Take what resonates, don't overthink what doesn't. And I do feel like it's very specific for some of you, my friends. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful mid-December. Hello, my Virgo. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot reading. Let's see where your energies are, where the person you're connecting with is, and we will check the status of your relationship as well. Let's start with your energies, my dear Virgo, and the energies of the person you're connecting with. This just flipped over. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and your current state of the relationship. Ooh, Two of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. Love this energy. There's a lot of hard work that's being highlighted here. A lot of responsibility that you carry on your shoulders. And, you are kind of working through it slowly but surely. You're juggling a lot of things though. Like almost like too many things, I feel. Uh-oh. And look what I got for the clarifying card here. Three of Swords. You're juggling way too many things and it's giving you some kind of suffering. It's definitely taken away from you because you're taking on burdens that are not yours. Let's get another clarify here. The Chariot. Woohoo! But you know that you gotta move on from it. You want to be in control of your situations and you want to be in control of everything that's happening around you. However, it's also burdensome to you. It's overpowering you and it's heavy, like it's heavy energy. It's heavy energy because you're juggling too much. You're taking care of too many things that are not yours to take care. And let's see what this person is that you're connecting with. Page of Swords and a Three of Wands. Interesting energy. It's a great energy. They want a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you, I feel like. They want to have a conversation with you and discuss how do you see your life progressing in the near future? Where do you see yourselves 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? What direction you should be going in for like the next whatever time frame? They're really planning and they're really trying to figure out what is waiting for you guys ahead. What is waiting for you in the future and how to prepare for it. We got the Sun and we got the Five of Pentacles here. So it tells me that they want to have a positive, a nice, and calm, and harmonious future with you. However, they're also very scared that something might not play out the way they want to play out. They're scared that they might not have enough money. They're scared that they might not have enough resources to keep pushing through. They're scared that there might not be something enough. They're scared to be sick. They're scared to be, I don't know, not have, like I just feel like not having something. There's definitely fear there, and it's causing a lot of insecurity for them. And look at this. This relationship is definitely built on success. You've gone through many cycles together. For many of you, you've been together for a while and you've gone through a lot of cycles. Even if this is a brand new relationship, you've already gone through some individual explorations, right? Like individual growth. You also gone through some kind of changes within the relationship as well. Maybe, you moved to a different city together, you moved in together, you moved to a different neighborhood together. You've experienced just new things together, like new museums, new type of art, new place, whatever it is. It could be anything. You've experienced things together and you're building and building and building more and more experiences together. Four of Wands, woohoo! So you definitely look at each other as a family. You look at each other as a long-term commitment, as like you see a happy home when you look at each other, which is beautiful. Oh, card flew out. And this is the outcome for you and the advice, the Temperance card. Beautiful card. So you guys have a lot going on. You do have to work on your individual needs here, where you have to understand that you're taking too much on your shoulders and you got to figure out how to alleviate your burden in order not to feel so suffocated and in order to relieve your suffering. And they need to get over their own insecurity of feeling like they might not pull through or things might not come together the way they want them to come together. Temperance card is telling you that with patience, healing will come, love will come, balance will come. Temperance is all about balance. Temperance is such a beautiful card because the angel in this card mixes oil and water together. Oil and water are impossible to mix, yet they're mixing it in this image, in this picture, telling you that you can get through all of these hurdles, you can get through all of these issues, and you can do it because you have such a strong connection between you and the person you're connecting with. Great energy, and I love it. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful mid-December. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your mid-December love reading. Let's see where you are at, where the person you're connecting with at energetically, and we're going to look at the state of your relationship for this time frame. So let's start with your energy, my dear Libra. And this is the energy of the person that you're connecting with. Ooh. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and the current state of the relationship. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you've been overcoming some major issues in the recent past. Like you've been inefficient in certain areas of your life. Like there was probably a work-life balance that was missing out of your life, and you're finally kind of trying to figure out how to make your life more efficient by eliminating certain things, by changing up your schedule, and also changing up your understanding of what your needs are and what your wants are, because some of you have been working super a lot and work has been taking up a whole lot of your time, and now you're cutting back, or at least you're trying to cut back on the work hours, and maybe even compromising some of the income that's coming in for the sake of having more of a balance within your relationship. You're still working hard for definitely sure, my dear friend. I feel like a lot of you have also been patient and staying within this energy for quite some time as well. Yeah, Three of Pentacles and a Two of Swords. And it's been really hard for you to get out of that energy of keeping pushing through, pushing through, and continue on despite of feeling totally imbalanced and totally unsatisfied with the way work has been taking up your priority. It does create a certain sense of confusion. So some of you could be confused right now and being forced to make that difficult choice. Do you change your job? Do you walk away from the crazy hours and therefore lose some income? Do you shift your wants and needs and spend less money in order to maybe work less hours, as I was saying? And also, trying to work it out with your partner, like what is it that, you guys need and how you should be proceeding in life. Because the balance or lack of balance that you are experiencing is definitely killing you in some way. It's definitely making you feel unhappy and making you feel overwhelmed, Let's see where they are. They're the World card and the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. They are your world, They're all about keeping harmony within this relationship. And I feel like the person you're connecting with is definitely your true support system. They are your rock. And they will work with you in order to make sure that you are happy as well. They will try to prioritize you whenever you have free time to give you the love and care that you need. They will try to accommodate and shuffle their own needs and their own wants in order to spend less money, in order to to keep you around more. Let's see what else we got here. We got 2 twos already out on the table, and it's all about partnerships. It's all about concentrating on the person that you are deeply connecting with. So for this love relationship, you definitely have a person who's connecting with you on a deep level and who's willing to work with you. And look at this, they got a Knight of Pentacles and a Three of Swords as the clarifying cards. The Knight of Pentacles here is about that hard work and the responsibility. You have the Knight of Pentacles here as well. So you guys are totally on the same page in every way, and I really strongly feel like they are your true support system here. And they've grown a lot over the last period of time. They've grown a lot even like within the past 6 months, and they're realizing that they have to prioritize you as in your well-being over money in order to sustain this relationship. And it's been a big realization for them for sure. We also have the 2 threes here that came up. And that's all about, figuring out novel ideas. It's all about figuring out creative solutions. So as I said before, I'm feeling it very strongly. Both of you are definitely on the same page, and both of you want to work out your domestic life in order to help you be in a better space here. So for a while there, we have a Seven of Swords in your past as far as this relationship concerned. You guys, you know, sevens are all about wisdom. So you've gained some kind of wisdom through your experiences as individuals and through your experience as a couple. You've changed your needs, like you've changed your perceptions of how you view this relationship, and you are recognizing that there's a lot of burdens that both of you are carrying. If you look on the card, this guy is carrying a whole bunch of swords that are not covered, so the blades are exposed. You're carrying burdens that are not really necessary to you, and that's why both of you are trying to shed off those burdens. Maybe you're paying extra memberships that you are not using. Maybe you're driving a car that costs too much money and you cannot afford, and it's hard for you to afford. So if you switch up your cars, it's going to become easier for your relationship. It could be anything really, but there are some burdens that both of you were carrying for some time, and you're both recognizing that. And look at this. Right now you are in this beautiful energy of rejuvenation, positive change. You're surrounded by hope. You're surrounded by this idea that things will work out. Definitely a lot of well-being that I see within this relationship. And I'll tell you, this energy is very strong. And I've said it like 1,000 times already, and I'm going to say it again. This is a great connection here. Whoever you're connecting with, they truly, deeply love you. And the possible outcome for the relationship, Page of Cups. That's beautiful. New cycle is about to come, my dear friend. Because if you choose to work together on all of these issues that you have, if you choose to utilize your partner and use their perspective and figuring out how to alleviate certain burdens in your life, you will be able to start this new beautiful cycle where both of you are going to be much more happy and much more connected, because you will get rid of all these burdens that are driving you crazy here. Wow, beautiful energy, my dear Libra. Absolutely love it. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And I really hope that you have a wonderful rest of your December here. My dear Scorpio, welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot reading. Let's see where you are during this time frame and where the person you're connecting with at during this time frame. And we'll also check at the status of your relationship. So these are my Scorpio energies right here. And the energies of the person you're connecting with right here. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and current state of your relationship. Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I feel like you've been having some kind of arguments in your relationship. There's things that have been said in really hurtful manner, like almost in a vindictive manner, and I feel like a lot of it comes from you, but you can also be perceiving whatever your partner is saying as something very vindictive as well. But I do find that for you guys, Scorpio, I'm picking up this energy that you've been trying to be right so hard that you almost forgot what this relationship means to you and what the relationship is all about to you. Or you could feel like that's how the other person is approaching you. But I do feel like it's your energy. And now we got the Emperor here as a clarifier. An Emperor is all about being the god of war. It's all about control. It's all about the oh, we got more cards that I wanted, but we'll take Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Wow. So the Emperor is all about aggression and all about control, almost at any cost possible. It's also like you might feel like there's lack of stability in your life, or you are losing control over your life. The person you're connecting with could be very controlling type of individual, and that's why you might feel like you have to rebel and you have to act out. We got 2 knights here, and that's all about being active. It's very kind of assertive attitude, and that's what's driving you to speak up and say whatever is it on your mind, because you almost feel like you might not get enough support from the other person, and you gotta be the louder one, you gotta be the more vocal one in order to get it your way. Also, it's almost like you're very impulsive about what you say, and how you say things come out really rough. As I was picking up that vindictive energy, it could come off very, very vindictive. So there is a hurt underneath it all. You are hurt, and you are feeling insecure, and you are feeling like you're losing a sense of control over something. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something, and I almost feel like you're too scared to address it, and instead you are kind of like in this assertive attitude energy, and you're just pushing through and trying to get things your way, without really recognizing that sometimes getting things your way will not necessarily make you win, if that makes any sense to you. And they're in a Knight of Pentacles energy and a King of Wands energy. Oh my lord. No wonder you guys are like fighting. So this person that you're connecting with is having this attitude of a leader who has overcome a bunch of things, or at least they're working and overcoming a bunch of things. They're also a person who thinks that they could be always right, you know. I do feel like they're also a very mature type of energy here. They're not just somebody who is wishy-washy. They're not just somebody who takes things lightly. They're very loyal individual, somebody who understands the big picture and is able to overcome a whole bunch of challenges. They're not scared of responsibility. They're also not scared of hard work or efficiency. That's why I don't see where this conflict is stemming from, aside from your inner demons. Let's see what the clarifying cards say. We have the Moon energy here and the King of Cups. Another King. Oh my God. All of these cards. This is insane. So they know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like, they're definitely not somebody who is like, when they speak, they know exactly what they are saying. Like, as I said, like, I felt like a really mature energy here from this person. Somebody who is definitely in control. But they could be a little detached at times. And they could be a little too calm almost when certain situations arise. And maybe that's what driving you insane, and that's what driving you nuts, because like, even when things are unclear for them, even when they're kind of like in this energy that's not exactly easy to decipher, they still appear calm, like nothing is affecting them. And you are here just trying to speak up and like tell them like what's going on, you know, like the control needs to be regained here. And they're like, whatever, just let it be, take it easy. And you're like, what do you mean take it easy? Like, things are falling apart. And they're just kind of like a little too chill. And maybe that's what making you work up as well. Just trying to see here a little better of all the cards that came up here. Like, it's a lot of big cards, a lot of big energy. So I see why you're butting heads in a way, because you have a lot of big energies here. Energies that are of like active energies of people who are very self-assured. So not only do you guys both have this assertive attitude, you also have this self-assured attitude. Meanwhile, you're more a type of a person here who wants to get things done at all costs. Meanwhile, they are getting things done and they're making the right decision and they understand the big picture. However, they take it in a different way, like they're kind of letting things happen, and that's what driving you nuts, because you don't get it. Like, how can you just let certain things happen and then be so in control of other things? Let's see what's been happening in your relationship. 4 of Cups. You've been kind of in this disconnectedness between the two of you, and I see why. Because you're like, even though you both have very strong energies, your approach to how to handle difficult situations is very different, and therefore there's a disconnect in this relationship that's been happening. But currently I feel like the 3 of Cups is here. The 3 of Cups is available for you, and 3 of Cups is this interesting energy here, which tells me that maybe you guys just need to take a vacation. And hopefully right now you are taking that vacation. Maybe right now you're just enjoying each other's company outside of whatever conflict that you're having. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes if you just kind of remember what this relationship is about, who this person is to you, and you create opportunities to like hang out, relax, like watch a movie together, laugh about some, comedy videos, do something that you guys used to do a lot, go for a walk, go have dinner together, go have lunch together, and not discuss this heated topic. Maybe it will allow you to rekindle your relationship in a different way. Like, it's going to allow you to bring a different perspective into relationship, and will open up both of you to this happiness that's been kind of trapped for a while. Let's see the possible outcome, or what the universe wants you to know here. One more shuffle. Queen of Pentacles, another court card. Queen of Pentacles is the practical energy. And what the universe wants you to know here is you gotta stay practical. You gotta be understanding within this relationship. Your perspective and their perspective is not always the right perspective. Just because you're you're all on the same page. That's the crazy thing. You are on the same page. You're working towards the same outcome, except you're letting your emotions and you're letting your need to be in control almost block you from that success. Does it make sense? So the universe wants you to remember to be practical. Establish your goal. What is it that you need to accomplish as a couple? And listen to their idea how to take that approach, and share your idea how to take that approach, and come up with a compromise, because you both need to get there in order to be together, right? And you both need to be satisfied with the way that you're going and the final outcome. It's not up to one person to decide how to go about things. It's up to both of you to decide and come up with this compromise. A lot of mature energies here and a lot of strong energies here. Also, as this advice card that I feel is definitely an advice, queens usually represent somebody who's a listener. Somebody who's trying to understand the other perspective. And I strongly do feel like that's what you guys need to do in order to resolve whatever issue you have. So allow yourselves to have a little fun outside of this conflict. Allow yourself to enjoy a holiday party, watch a movie, do something, go have a cup of coffee, whatever it is. It could be little, it could be something big, going away for like a weekend or something. Or it could be just walking the dog around the block. Do something together that's outside of this conflict, and then allow yourself to listen to them. You don't need to always be right in order to win. That's the biggest message here. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Scorpio. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful rest of your December. It's almost 2023. Can you believe it? Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your mid-December love tarot. Let's see where you currently are, where your partner currently is, and the state of your relationship here. It's going to be your energies, my dear Sagittarius, and the energies of the person you're connecting with. What's been happening in your relationship in the recent past and the current state of the relationship. Let's see. Two of Cups and Eight of Wands. Definitely partnership has been highlighted for you over the last few months, and it's definitely highlighted for you in the middle of December right now. You want things to change. You want things to move quick, and it's almost like you need to make those quick decisions of how to act in your relationship in order to keep it going, in order to complete a certain cycle that's been weighting you down, and in order to allow a new cycle into this relationship. Because it's kind of like with the Two of Cups here, it's also the energy of reminding you that yes, you have a partner, but it takes work to keep the relationship going. It takes work to have a happy relationship. It's kind of like reminding you that you have this luck available to you that requires attention and care. This luck is just not going to come out of the blue. You have to put some elbow grease into it, and that's what pertains to this relationship. In order to have a happy relationship, as I said, you need to put work into it. And the universe wants you to do this fast. Eight of Wands is a very fast energy. You got to recognize that it requires your attention right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, not in 6 months. You got to work on it every single day. Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. And you are in this energy of being kind of conserving your energy a little too much. You are in this energy of being a little stubborn. And even though you understand that, yes, you gotta foster this relationship, you gotta give into this relationship, you have to kind of be willing to sacrifice your time, your resources, your energy to put into this relationship for it to blossom. The other side of you is just kind of like on this controlling energy is preventing you from this evolution of finally being a giver within a relationship. Like something keeps you back from being able to open up and being able to give. And the universe is telling you, do it now, move forward. Let's see where this person is that you're connecting with. They're in the Six of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles energy. So they're preoccupied with their own well-being. They're preoccupied with their own healing. And they are healing, you know. There's been some past trauma, past beliefs, past experiences that have either traumatized them or like just controlled them as an individual. And now they're relieving that. They're releasing all of those past experiences and all of those past beliefs to become a much more healthier, a much more open person, a person who is full of well-being and full of prosperity. So they're definitely healing. And that's why you're probably recognizing that you finally need to put into this relationship and give them what they need in order to sustain this relationship. Wheel of Fortune and a King of Pentacles. Wow, amazing. They are on the brim of getting into a new cycle in their life. They are definitely are somebody who has a lot of positive opportunities out there for them, especially as it pertains to their money, especially as it pertains to their security. But you're both in a stubborn energy, right? You got the Four of Pentacles, they got a King of Pentacles, two stubborn energies. And they might not be asking you. They might not be asking you to put anything into this relationship to foster this relationship. And you are not putting anything into this relationship to foster this relationship for your own fears, for your own whatever is it that's preventing you from doing so. I don't know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And you guys, you guys definitely have overcome a certain sense, a certain burden in your relationship in the past. You overcame something and you almost restarted. Oh, this is a very new relationship for the two of you. But I feel like for some of you, you've already overcame a couple of things, like as individuals, as a couple. Your partnership has gone through some metamorphosis. It's gone through changes, and it is in a whole new cycle during this time frame. Yeah, you guys, Page of Cups is here. So there's a lot more happiness. There's a lot more sensitivity. There's a lot more love that surrounds this relationship during this time frame. And that makes total sense. That's why you are looking at this relationship and you're like, oh my God, they are my, my partner. They are my other half. And I gotta put into it. Like, I gotta put attention and care into this relationship that is so required, and the universe is pushing you to do it too. It's really bananas. Let's see the possible outcome and the advice. Their energy is very strong here. Very strong energy. I love it. The Star. Woo! The Star is the outcome. Definitely rejuvenation. So you already started the new cycle recently. Look at this. We got the new cycle here with the Fool card. And we have a new cycle here with the Page of Cups. And the Star is indicative of rejuvenation and just new hope, new beginning, like overall well-being. This relationship is healing, and this relationship is on the way to become even stronger and even better. And I love this energy. I absolutely love this energy. It's like that, what's that bird? Phoenix? Phoenix that's been reborn again and again, and now you're going through this rebirth process within this relationship, and you're looking at it from a different perspective. They're like a whole new person who's totally healed and totally, is in this positive cycle, and you are here understanding that you got to approach this relationship from a different standpoint, not like how you've been approaching it before, but do it differently, do it better, do it with more attention, with more care. And we got a Star card. Beautiful energy. I love it. I hope this reading helped you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And I hope you have a super wonderful month of December, or whatever's left of it.